folks, sorry about yesterday's video, might have sounded a bit negative. I've been a bit under the weather, but now the sun's out, I'm feeling a bit better. I just get like it sometimes. But anyway, I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm down at the allotment, I'm feeling relaxed. Stress is away from me temporarily. And what I'm doing is filling up some of these trays ready for my next lot of sowing. Now I've got quite a lot of jobs what I want to sow today inside. What I'm going to do is, in this little video, it's going to be about dahlias. So I'm going to be sowing some dahlias and have a little chat about last year's experiences. There's going to be other videos coming up after this. I think I'll probably have those as separate videos, but we'll see how everything goes, how it all pans out, and then take it from there. I've also got a load of annuals, so we'll talk about that later as well, which need to be sown directly into the beds. Okay, right. So let's get on with these trays. These have all got a transparent propagator top, and they've all been bought from Aldi. The only thing against me at the moment is going to be whether I've got enough trays to do everything I want, and also compost. I'm getting low. And it all comes down to money, doesn't it, folks? So it depends whether a job comes in what will pay for me next lot of compost. It's the reason why I can't really get the beds done either. The raised beds, I've only got half of them filled. But we'll see. So I think I'm just having a little browse around because I've got trays everywhere. I think this is all the latest batch of trays which have got tops on. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to get the dahlias from underneath. Right, I thought I had more. I'm just going to have a little check in my folder there. Just found some cosmos. I love those as well. And another lot. Right, okay. I obviously haven't got the amounts what I did have last year, but I know I've already sown some pom-pom. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Last year there was 5. I think there was 5 or possibly 6 different seeds what I sown, and they all grew really well. I can't remember what time I sowed them last year. I got a feeling it might have been a bit later. But it's not going to be... I'm going to try it now, this time of year, beginning of April, hopefully. I mean, it's lovely and warm in this tunnel now. I know I've got my thermal top still on, but it's over 20. Earlier on when the sun was out, it was probably approaching 30 in here. So if the door's kept shut when it heats up like that, it keeps it in for quite some time. So There's going to be 3 types then what I'm going to sow. We've got a Dahlia Dwarf Double Mix. This comes off magazine Garden News. Clangers Mix. And one of my favourites, Showpiece Mix. I'll put those over there. If you read the packet, it says sow indoors from February to April. I've got a feeling I did last year in May, but I could be wrong. Let's open it up. Oh, and these will grow to, says there's approximately 40 seeds in here, and they'll grow between 3 and 4 feet high if the conditions are right. They gave us a lovely display last year. If you look back at my videos, I think in July 2015, you'll see that my dahlias were fantastic. Now last year I had multiple packets of everything and I went mad. I think I had maybe 3 trays of every seed. This time, space wise and space compost, etc. I'm not going to go to that extent. I'm just going to have, in this case, 1 tray. So we've got 40 seeds. I'm going to go 5 across and we're going to go have 8 rows in here. So I've basically gone to within about ½ an inch, 12mm from the top with soil. So I'm just going to gently spread these out, 5 across. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, just remember folks that what they say is on the pack is usually, I've found in most cases, an underestimate. So if it says 40, you could have 50. So at the moment I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, I've got 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 in here. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40 in there, I think that's right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 seeds. And there's probably another 20 left in there. And it said there was 40 approximately on the pack. Going to leave those seeds for another year. Just fold it up. Got a label on here, might as well use it. Well folks, I've just stuck it on there, but what I'm going to do is write on the back, showpiece. That's all I need. I know that they're dahlias, and the date, 2nd of the 4th. Make sure that's stuck on properly. And so it's marked up on there, so if that label comes off, that's fine. Just going to stick that on the side. I'm now going to lightly cover these. As I've said in previous videos, before I put the seed down, I make sure the soil is nicely firm, and that's just to help me know that I have covered all the seeds. If it was rough and that, I could easily miss some. So that's it, that's all done. That's got to be watered. I always do that afterwards, so that we'll take that down onto the floor. And they are really stunning, folks. They're from Johnson's. If you get the chance, Dahlias showpiece, lovely, lovely, great success. Now we're going to go on to some Clangers mix now, Dahlias. I suppose what I could do is just tell you, it says sow in a propagator on a windowsill or in a greenhouse, 15 to 20 Celsius, good quality moist compost, germination 5 to 20 days, cover the seeds with 1/4 inch of sieved compost, transplant resulting seedlings into trays or singly into 3-inch pots. This is the same with all these Dahlias. Once these have got their second leaves and that, I'll be transplanting them into 4-inch pots, and then after that they'll either go into the ground or, well, yeah, really they need to go into the ground. You could put some of them into tubs or troughs if they're deep enough, but just bear in mind that especially the 3 or 4 foot high ones, it's not really recommended, because they're going to blow. The sheer weight of it's going to topple the tub over. So if you did happen to do it that way, don't forget to tie them back to a secure framework. I don't know how many is in it. Oh, it says there's approximately 75 in here. It seems to be quite a full packet. Can't get into it at the minute. Let's have a look. Should have shown you the seeds from the last one, but basically they look more or less the same as those. Going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put 5 across, and I'm going to do 40 seeds. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 'There we are, folks, that's it, 40. Oh, it's warming up now. I left home with a woolly hat on. Thought it was going to be, because it was cold this morning. We had some rain. I tell you what, the rhubarb is growing terrifically outside. Not just that single plant, but the others now. I'll let you have a little look round after I've finished with the sowing. That'll probably be a separate video. Okay, we mustn't forget that we need to put those out of the way for the moment. They can go back down there. We just need to put some light soil over the top. Just make sure there's no lumps in it. And that's it, folks, that's another one done. So the next one is the dwarf double mix. Now obviously it's a dwarf. On here it says they grow to 2 feet high. And just seeing if it says how many seeds are in there. Doesn't say. There's quite a few in here. Let's have another bash. I think we'll stick to the 40 again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. You may ask, how do I manage to spread these out? Get them into the tray about right. It's more luck than judgment, folks. I think I'm spreading them about 1.25 inches, 32mm, the rows, and so we've got 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 26, 27. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, I thought I'd got it right. There we are, 40. And looking at those, there's probably about another 20 or 30 left in that packet as well. So that'll do it for next year. So this is a Dahlia double dwarf mix, or dwarf double mix I should say. All I'll just put is dwarf double. I'm going to put a little note on the back that it grows to 24 inch, which is 2 feet or 60 centimetre, and the date 2nd of the 4th. There we are. Back in the pocket. That's it. Okay folks, so that's another one done. Right, let's just have a little chat now. I could do with stalling here, couldn't I? About dahlias. Once these have grown and you've got them out and they've grown to their 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, whatever height, and they're finished and then they're finished flowering, or the first frosts have come, then basically what happens is there's several options depending on who you talk to about what to do next. But basically you chop that from the bottom of the stem. You leave about that much on. Leave about 3 inch, 35 or 4 inch, 3 or 4 inches, 75. Sorry, hang on a minute. 75 to 100 millimetre. You dig it out. Well, some people will leave them in the soil. It depends on where they are. Or you dig them out, you shake all the soil off, and then you've got to let them dry out. So you've got to make sure that the stems are like a sandy colour. There's no moisture. So last year, I don't know if you remember, I did say that I was going to try different methods of keeping them. Now some of those involved taking them out and wrapping them in newspaper and put them in buckets, and I left them in the polytunnel. Big mistake, lost all of them. They all went mouldy, they all went white and that. Well, I think I've lost them all. I couldn't get access to reach them all, but the ones what I got out were no good. So I estimate I've lost maybe 30 dahlias. Some I put into the shed at the allotment here, and they've been okay. And others I've left in the ground, so that's yet to be see, you know, whether they'll survive or not. So we'll get to know over the next couple of months what's happening. But certainly don't leave them in a tunnel. Make sure they're in somewhere like an outbuilding, a shed, wrapped up in newspaper, away from any signs of dampness. You want them in a dry atmosphere. And basically those tubers then, folks, will keep you in with fresh plants for year after year. And if you know how, then what you can do is actually take cuttings from those dahlias, like you'll see on some other YouTube videos. They've got theirs going a bit earlier than what mine. I haven't even started on mine yet. And basically when the shoots come, they take a cutting and then they've got a new plant, and that's one way. That's another way of gaining new plants. I was thinking about doing it this year, but I've not got around to it, so maybe it'll be next year that I try that out. Also, I've got these cutting globes which meant to allow you to get new plants off different existing plants, so I'm going to have a play around with those as well this year, so we'll see whether that works. I've only tried one so far on the apple tree, and that's not been a success, although maybe there's still some time left. So I've scraped and I've redone the process. I'm not giving up on it. We'll give it another couple of months, and then, but I'm going to try with other cutting globes to get cuttings. Anyway, that's going off on a tangent. Dahlias. So yeah, beautiful flowers. Some people all say they've got a problem with earwigs. Yeah, they probably do attract earwigs, but all I can say is I didn't really notice any problem last year. So so that's it, folks. That's the Dahlia video. I'm now going to have a look round. I'm going to see what else we can discuss, and hopefully I can be a bit more relaxed, because it's boiling in there now. I'm getting too hot, and I think we need to show you the chickens later as well. So I'll see what I can put together. Thanks for watching this video. Hello folks, I am back, and this time I'm doing some cornflowers. That's what the seeds look like. Now, this is not something that I've that familiar with. I'm certainly not grown them in trays before. I'm going to use a cell 4, 8, 12, 6, there's 24 cell thing. That's what I'm growing, and basically we're going to transplant these afterwards. If you read on the back here, it says, well, according to the diagram, they can be sown indoors January to May, plant out in June, and flowers July to September. Then you've got a red. I have no idea, because there's no colour code for that. It says a bright blend of reds, whites and blues make lovely cut flowers. So 1 to 2 centimetre deep in rows 20 centimetre apart. So it doesn't actually mention anything about growing them indoors. So anyway, we're going to give it a try. So I've just got a few. I'm not really that familiar with these, so I'm just going to sprinkle just a few in each cell. There does appear to be quite a few seeds in the pack. I might actually put some of these, sprinkle some of these outside with the wildlife collections as well. Just had a nice coffee break, folks. It's nice to have a break and just have a little chat. Can be very lonely otherwise. And that's it. There's loads of seeds left. I'm going to put those back in the bag for the moment. I'm putting them up with this collection up here, because I'm going to sprinkle those over my beds here, and I'm going to add some to the ones at home as well. So all we're going to do now is I'm going to sprinkle some seed over, because these need to be deeper. So what we're going to do is sprinkle some seed over, and then I'm going to press and then add a bit more soil. The sun's out now, folks. It's mostly blue sky, and it's scorching. going to lightly press in. Add some soil over the top. Excuse me. That's it. Cornflower, and it's, I don't know what the date is. Is it the 2nd? Is it the 3rd? Second or 4th. Stick that down on the floor. Got a watering can down here to get water. And that's another one done. Got to find spaces for everything. So everywhere's filling up now. I've got a space under there, so I've got 3 trays left. I think what we'll do is we'll do some more sowing of some cosmos. The packet's already been opened, this one. I must have had some last year. So cosmos I need to grow quite a lot. We do like them ourselves, and I've got friends and relatives who want me to grow some for them. There we are. Second of the 4th, it's done. Stick that in there, out the way. It's Cosmos Sensation. It's nice to be able to catch up with the sowing. At least I know, having got this done, I can get on with other jobs. All I've got to do is just do the watering, and then hopefully by the time these need to go into the ground, I've got those beds ready. Pity that we haven't got this on YouTube, this can't remember what they call it now, but basically where you can donate. Not that I probably get much, but it may help to it would help to actually incorporate more into the channel, because I'm very limited at the minute. I say that money doesn't bring happiness, but For those who haven't got any, it certainly does. Opens up a lot more options. Right, so that one's done. I just need to stick that down, water it. I'm thinking I've got these propagator tops, so I might as well put them to use. One thing you've got to remember is to actually make sure that you do let moisture drain. Especially when you've got, oh folks, look what we've got here. What a surprise. Look, lupins. This is the dwarf lupins, sown on the 27th of March. 5 days. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 in there. What a lovely surprise. What a lovely surprise. Just shows you the warmth and that, it helps. Now once a few more of those come through, which is probably going to be tomorrow, then I'm going to have to start leaving that propagator top either off or just make sure that it's maybe propped up to give some protection, maybe like that. Put something underneath, maybe the label, so it's just adding a bit of extra protection if there's frost at night, but it's also not going to suffocate the plants from heat exhaustion. That's it then folks, I'm going to now go and spread a few seeds on the plot. Hi folks, right, what I've actually just started doing is actually sowing some seeds in my beds, my annual beds. I've actually put some in my perennial beds as well. I've sprinkled, let me just show you what I've just done. I've sprinkled some cornflowers and some tall cornflowers, so they've already gone in. I'm going to put some of these calendula. I could have some of these wildlife mix. Some Californian poppies. And some annual mix. And basically what I'm doing, I'm hoping you'll be able to pick up on me. I think you can. Let me just move the camera. Down, let's just see, maybe, yeah, I think you can. So I've got a pocket where we're thinking we'll open the annuals mix. Basically what I'm doing is sprinkling some of these onto these beds, and then what I'm going to do is get the rake and I'm just going to gently rake the seeds in. I'm going to use one of those little hand rakes. You really do get a mix of all sorts, from sunflowers to everything, to be honest. So Do make sure you get all the seeds out, folks. Sometimes you need to open the packet up. That's another one done. Stick that in my back one pocket and I can label those up. And what we got, going to do some Californian poppies. Just the camera, I can't, the sun's so bright I can't see myself in the camera, folks. I'm hoping you can get both. Oh, hopefully you can pick up both, yeah. Okay, that's what a Californian poppy seed looks like. That's another one done. We're going to do some, there's going to be a lot of flowers in these beds, isn't there, folks? We're going to do some wildlife mix now. These are all, I don't know what these are, but they're all a bit bigger in size. I'm just gonna done. Now we're going on to the last one. Because we're not expecting all of these to grow. Oh, this packet has got no packet inside. There you are. Look like so. that's it, folks. That's them all done. I hope you've. Oh, I can just feel one. You can see. I can just feel a seed left in the very corner. Well, it must be. I hope you enjoyed today's videos. It's exciting times when you're getting on with your sowing. Hopefully these beds are going to be glorious. I know I've sprinkled all these annuals over. The only things that are left to go in here will be dahlia plants. I'll be putting those in later. By that time, in say mid-May, we'll say months to 5 weeks time, some of these what I've just sown today will have grown. I'll have a better idea then which are the blank spots, which are the spots where I've got multiple of one plant, so it doesn't matter if I put in the dahlias, I'll have a better idea. I can see I've still got a couple of dahlias left in this one here. Well, there's another one there, so that'll be interesting to see whether they develop in that time in the next 5 weeks before I put the others in. But yeah, there'll be dahlias going along the back there, put in. I have got a loganberry in there, but that's not going to do anything this year. It's not going to be until probably next year when it will spread across that fence. So we've got these to play with this year, and yeah, we'll develop the rest as we go along. I've saved some packets of seeds because, as I said, I've got plenty. These are going to be taken at home, and I'm going to plant these in the beds at home. So hopefully between the two, we're going to have a good collection of flowers this year. Lots of photo opportunities, lots of bees and that to attract. So it should be all fun. And my ear's gone funny, folks. Maybe I've got wax. Oh, sound all funny. That's it. I keep saying it. I'm going now. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for all the likes, comments, and for subscribing. If you have got this far in the video, if now and again you can watch some of my videos, some of the adverts, just let them play. It just kind of boosts my analytics up a bit, and means that I can earn a few pence from the videos, and it'll all help to go towards the compost or seeds or whatever I decide to do. If I can get to some of the garden shows this year, it'll all help. Okay, thanks a lot for watching.